I'm Shae Russell for mining.com.au, and I'm coming to you from the New World Metals Conference hosted by Vertical Events here in Melbourne. And standing next to me is Grayson, the Managing Director of Aruma Resources. Glenn, it's great to see you in person again.
Thank you, Shae. It's lovely to be here.
And thank you for your patience while I took a long time to get that introduction out. But enough about me. Let's talk about the stocks be popping when it comes to Fiery Creek. I had no idea that one was coming out.
Yeah.
Listen, some great news has come out today on the market for what's happening at Fiery Creek. Talk me through this news.
Yeah, market has liked it. That's been a really pleasing part of it. So we acquired the projects. I think it finished we acquired them in late July. So it was the first trip out there to really have a look at it. Got to the Piper prospect, and there's a 700-metre long quartz breccia outcropping with copper mineralisation all along it. So I collected some samples, had the XRF gun out there. It said there was plenty of copper and some other things in it, and the assays confirmed that. So up to nearly 11 or a bit over 11% copper in a couple of samples, but 30 grams silver in one as well, but antimony as well was there. Antimony is a bit different because I've talked to a few people that have got a lot of experience in the ISA belt, and that's unusual for an ISA style copper deposit. So we'll work on that a bit more, and at this time antimony is really exciting as well.
Yeah, antimony sort of is the lithium of 2024, I think, or I don't want to put the hex on it or anything like that.
September of 2024.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
But this was sort of your theory going out to Fiery Creek was always that it was a typical ISA style, but on the other location of where you don't expect to find Mount Isa style mineralisation. Have I summarised that correctly, or do I need to redo that?
Not quite. So it's got the right rocks for an ISA style ore body, and the majors always thought that and pegged the ground. They went in there looking for a 50 million tonne ore body. Somehow they could tell that they weren't there by not doing any work. So Mount Isa Mount Isa Mines in 1992 to 4 had Piper. They did sample it, and they did 5 or 6 drill holes. All had copper in it. 4 of them had substantial copper, so greater than 0.4%. Best hit is 4 metres at 0.58% copper. And in 1994, not so exciting, but these days it is. And one of the things around Mount Isa that makes these really attractive now is Glencore shutting down the copper mine, shutting down the concentrator, so there's plenty of capacity for more ore in the district. So you don't need to pay for your own process plant. You just need to be able to show that it's economic to mine and there's places to process it.
Well, it certainly helps the long-term business case for Fiery Creek, doesn't it? Because you've already got the capital expenditure. That's already been spent. So that's somebody else's cost, yeah. So you only just need to be able to bring on an economical ore body.
Yep.
Now, that's probably a long way from where we are today. Given the outstanding results that you have announced to market, what are we going to see next?
So I've planned some geophysics. One of the things about Fiery Creek is it's very poor for base data. So I've got a gravity survey starting over Piper and the Fiery Creek prospect itself in a couple of weeks' time. That'll be really detailed. And an IP survey as well over Piper, looking for a conductor there. And if we come up with a conductor, then that'll be drill tested as soon as we can next field season.
So next field season, obviously up in Isa, it's pretty hot come October, let alone what happens come December. So over the next 2 months, basically, we're talking about geophysics and IP data.
Yep.
But you could be going into 2025 looking very, very strong.
That's right. Yep. So the gravities, especially without that base data, it's been impossible to properly target for these things. And there is a lot of recent cover, so tertiary cover. So these things aren't outcropping. That ground gravity data will be really handy in coming up with structural targets to go and drill. So it's going to be a pretty exciting April, I guess, next year.
Well, what I'm hearing is that we've got an exciting few months ahead with the base data, as you've so called it, starting to prove up a really strong case for what's happening out at Fiery Creek. Listen, Glenn, I love a copper play. I look forward to what comes next.
Thank you very much, Shae.